Earlier this semester, I pitched a narrative short film called Chicken. The film was abandoned due to a lack of interest in the project and, on my part, a lack of outreach. It was a simple story about overcoming social anxiety that maybe was a little more convoluted than it needed to be. So, halfway through the semester, I had nothing to work with. Without a film to direct, I decided to see what other students were doing with their films. The behind-the-scenes footage for this documentary has been done in the observational style, which means everything you will see are real events that really happened on a real film set. What you're about to see is a collection of clips from 3 different student film sets, along with interviews with the directors. So, without further ado, here's the first film, Cosmo.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of introduction, this is a film about trickery and fraud, about lies. Tell it by the fireside or in a marketplace or in a movie. Almost any story is almost certainly some kind of lie. But not this time. No, this is a promise. During the next hour, everything you'll hear from us is really true and based on solid facts.
We're going to get some Christmas string lights, some warm ones. And we're going to string these along here for a bit of motivation from here. Let's pray to God that light turns on whenever it gets dark.
Right.
And that can be the motivation or just a key light for the reverse and for the talking head for Emily.
What about the ghosts?
We'll probably remove those.
Can we?
Ask for forgiveness.
All right.
Hey, let's see how hard.
Hey everyone, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe to my channel. Wait, yes. I wish I had headphones on so I could just hear myself talk.
I don't wish.
Oh God.
Just make it work.
New York is not my favorite.
Let's put the batteries in.
Yeah. So pretty much it started out when I was 7 years old, and I already became such a film geek, film nerd, and I remember inviting my friends over to write literally skits and perform them at my house. I was constantly making videos. And then when I was 11, I remember begging my parents for a camera, and I was please get me a camera. So they got me a little Samsung camcorder.
Which camera do you prefer, the purple one or the green one? Can I be honest, I like the purple one.
I'll fuck with the purple one.
Okay.
When I turned 12, I asked for a second camera so I can get 2 shots at the same time. I was kind of learning about that. And then usually kids, for their 13th birthday party, they probably have fun. And they have fun and they hang out. But for me, I wanted to do a film. So me and my dad stayed up till 1 a.m. writing a full script, and then me and 15 of my friends the next day, we shot it. And that was my 13th birthday party, was literally making a film.
Let me go hold on.
Copy all that?
Yeah, we can set up.
Yes. If we see the security guard, the holiday.
Just say, flag him down to Amy. If anyone sees the security guard, flag him down to Amy, Kai, or Jaden.
Okay.
Sound good?
There goes someone's phone.
Oh, mine. I don't get it.
Sure.
We know for the most part kind of what it's supposed
Where'd he go?
I flipped it off. It's,
I can,
it's right there.
I can find it.
There she is.
So we won't get the whole
That looks perfect.
It was like a series of condos. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And then got to college, and that that was pretty much it. And I just knew that this was gonna be my career forever. Hopefully. Long story, but yeah, it's always been a passion of mine since really, really young, I would say.
Mine is a little different. I didn't really know that film was what I wanted to do until I had graduated high school. So like, I've always loved movies, and I never really like noticed that. But you know, all my birthdays, let's go see a movie. Every weekend, let's go see a movie. Every holiday, I go see a movie with my family. Like, being in the theater is one of my favorite things. It's just such a fun experience.
Like whites and
Ashton,
browns.
do you have your white gaffle? Is it fun?
Because this is typically bright blue. I feel like it would match a bit better because we're having like the Cosmo stuff that's like bright red and like pink.
Well, so that's because it's mixed with cranberry juice. But like for liquor itself, it should be like whites and browns. But for mixing stuff, like if we put them in these, like we could easily say, oh, they put their cranberry juice in a special jar, you know. So.
This comes right blue, doesn't it? This comes right blue, like that.
It's
I should probably know.
liquor mixed with like stuff.
So when I came to college, I was initially going to do graphic design. And I was working a graphic design job the summer before I started college, and I was like, this sucks. So I'm looking at things like, what can I change to? What can I change to? And then I don't know, one day it just kind of clicked. I was like, you know, I love cinema. Let me try that. Let's see what happens. Switched my major, and I've never looked back.
I don't know when those will be done. Neither am I.
Because it took like 3 hours to try and get shoes.
It took 3 hours for what?
They were trying to get shoes for 3 hours and it didn't work out. That's what, like early, at the first half of the day, someone was gone the whole time looking for shoes and they never got.
What shoes? Shoes for what?
For the lady.
Why?
Because they didn't like them. Because they wanted different, like, because the production was...
You were asking really good questions.
So,
wait, I'm kind of getting emo.
So yeah, we actually started we call it a pseudo production company. We call it SSD3. It's our three last names: Stone, St. Vrain, and Deaton, and the three of us.
Yes.
You can find.
I'm going to get Aiden.
My smile was a good smile, Jaden. You look good.
Do you see where all the rest of the glasses are set up? Back there.
I still have ears, but I'm going to go get Aiden, so if you need anything, let me know.
You and Colin, can we get that ping pong table moved wherever Amy decides? I don't know where y'all decided to put it, and move one of these tables.
We also have Amy Chalky as a part of.
Away to Steven, and then we cut to her.
Yeah.
As long as there's space and it's not.
Well, yeah, we can cut up to the close with Steven. And then we can J-cut it and have our heels clicking to the... The heel click is going to be a big part of the pacing of this movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's setting the pace for me.
Yeah. Look at me, I know my script.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get the slider set up for this shot right here. It is.
You want the slider for the shot?
Yeah, just I mean, we could use a gimbal if you want.
No, it's
Which
the-
shot are we doing first?
the
Hold on,
two-shot?
time out.
The two shot where we push in a little bit. She's walking past the camera. We need to get that shot first, and
When
then
she
we
comes
should
to sit
get
down,
the other two shots.
she enters
because they're gonna be
frame.
over here anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if possible, let's get everything here, and then we come back this way. Do you know what I'm saying? So
No,
we get
no,
everything over
absolutely.
there, and then we can set the slider up here to get the shot where she enters.
Alright, that's my take.
You know, me and Brighton joke about this like telepathy that we have, but you know, we'll be in the middle of a shot and do this little sign language that we have made up. You know, it's freaky because we all are on the same page. We spend a lot of time in pre-production to make sure we're on the same page.
Totally.
So that our productions just go as smooth as possible, and we are all linked mentally and never have to disagree on set.
Never ever. Never ever.
singles, anything that we can get handheld for the
Anything
inserts over
on
here.
that bar.
Where basically I'm thinking anything where camera is on this side of this block first. Then
Because
we can
everything
pull
else-
back
Yeah.
and get the slider shot.
Because the stuff
Then
out
we
here
can
is different
pull.
setup, right?
Yes, but this sets up and establishes everything lighting-wise that happens there. You know what I mean? So if we go 1, 2, and then do the rest, then it'll be then we have
Yep.
something to bounce off.
Let's
of.
do that.
Okay, is that our walk-up?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question before you continue the camera conversation? Like I have a bunch of like other decor, like candles and stuff. There's like no tables. I mean,
Yeah.
like I can do like the ping pong
Oh,
table.
we're gonna move the ping
We
pong
can
table.
move the ping pong
We
table?
can.
Yeah, it's movable.
Okay.
It just might take some.
Are we wanting to move like one of the tables
that
that's
what I
over
meant?
there over here?
I'm thinking skip
those.
Okay.
at least 2.
Are you set?
The biggest one of my sorry, and I
Go ahead. Yeah,
sorry,
you're good.
obviously.
You're good.
One of my kind of biggest influences when we were talking about we were trying to give ideas and like kind of like to our cinematographer and everything like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I was like, that movie is pretty much, it just resembles Cosmos so much. It's a spy film, but it's kind of different because it's vice versa, because they kind of fall in love at the beginning and then they're fighting, so we kind of did the vice versa of that. But they're both beautiful. Our actors are both beautiful. But that was probably my biggest influence was Mr. and Mrs. Smith for sure.
Speed.
I gotta put my arm up. Yeah, yep.
Roll.
Stop. Okay, ready?
Rolling.
Whenever.
Scene 3, shot 1, take 1.
Do we practice it again? Right, you feel ready? Yeah. I gotta get up.
Go to ones.
Let's go to our ones. We'll just go ahead and do it. I think you touch it, so where were we?
Like the substance. Exactly like that. You guys seen that? I've seen clips. It looks incredible. Yeah. It's like a close spot. We should go see that for a minute. Yeah.
Yes. So the female actress Emma Brooks, Emma Grace Brooks is her stage name. I have been best friends with her since I was in high school, maybe sophomore year, and I've seen her act. We did a lot of like theater together and everything like that. And she's also a filmmaker, but she goes to Georgia State. So when we had this project coming up, it was an automatic. It's Emma. Like I showed Jackson the photo. Jackson got to know Emma before too, but it was Emma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Black coffee.
It's for our actor. Was that with you when I burnt the shit out of your mouth, right? I thought it happened. Was that with you when I burnt the shit out of my mouth? What was that?
Yes.
That was before the elevator scene. I went to Starbucks and I immediately took a sip of coffee. Ready? I love everything. Okay, can I have quiet on set, please, guys?
Nolan is a funny story.
Nolan is a much different story. So we had another guy lined up to play Nolan for. We've been working on Cosmos since early April.
Yeah,
Early April, a long time. But we had somebody lined up to play Nolan since April, and what was it? 2 weeks before the shoot, I think he bailed.
Yeah.
He jumped ship, and so we scrambled. We had one guy that was gonna PA for us on our set. It was gonna be his first set that he'd worked on. He's an incoming freshman here at MTSU, and he wanted to be on some sets. Somebody had met him. Jaden had met him through customs, and he just wanted to be on set. But he said that he had some acting experience, so
just went up to him and told him. But regarding the train, so the train was obviously very hard for audio, but all we would just hold.
Hold. When it leaves, start at, not if I do it right? Go. Start it, gets in the way. Oh, maybe it's
Alright, let's cut it. Let's cut it. I gotta send that.
Okay, but visually you
I did drink ever.
And then we would resume. If we had to cut, we would cut. If we had to start from our ones, we'd start from our ones and keep rolling. Obviously, we can't stop a train.
Yeah.
I wish we could stop that train, but we couldn't. But luckily, that's what ADR comes into play for. So.
There you go. Scene 1, shot 3, take 6.
Hold on.
Hold.
Only for sound.
Let's cut it. Let's cut it.
I love Nashville.
Me too.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I know. I thought the same thing. I literally thought the same thing. I was like, wait. I did. That's my bad. I did call the police for no reason. I accidentally called the cops, the ambulance, the airplane. I called them. I didn't mean to, girl. I didn't.
I thought you were gonna say, you know, I'll let it slide this time, but don't do it again.
I will never do it again until you might hear it 10 minutes. You might hear it again.
Hey, I'll see what I say next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quiet on set, please.
Amy Chalky, we will forever sing her praises because if a problem comes up, Jaden as well, Jaden Deaton, thank you, we love Jaden. Jaden Deaton and Amy Chalky, there was so many problems that weekend that would come up, they would solve them, and we would be none the wiser. So they would deal with a lot to let us direct, and that is a huge blessing.
That was my biggest thing.
I put 50 on the other camera and just record that real fast.
Did you pack up the other camera, Ashton?
I used to.
My biggest thing was from so much is that we just, even though this is our intro, I was like, just in case. Like, editors always need, like,
I know,
those
that's-
shots. But our background's gone, so I think a bottle shot would be good. If we get that, I think I'd be fine.
If we don't get that, would you also?
I'd be fine.
But not
Yeah.
like when you're.
Wait a minute. Hey. Amy.
Amy's next to me. 86 all that.
When you're in the kitchen, do you say, oh, 86 on steak? We do that in restaurants.
Yeah,
You
no, that's the
Chick-fil-A?
restaurant. That's we like.
I know. Take it back. Never mind.
It's
Did you add Chick-fil-A though?
we
Did
had
you like working at
somebody.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, we had somebody that did it. We had somebody that said 86 all the time, but then we spent more time explaining what 86 meant than say cancel that.
You know what they should have said instead?
Yeah, but once you know.
Yeah, but it's hard to get a team of 140 people in the front and
I
100.
think they should have said something
Hey,
dirty.
you guys, what's going on?
We're setting up the new shot. He's got the gimbal, the intro shot.
Okay.
Yeah, we need
Tearing down
lighting.
stuff.
I need
Huh?
faith.
We need faith and we need lighting to start setting up.
Can we start doing that so you guys can make people? Because I have to go and run people to cars.
Ashton upstairs? No, I
Yes.
thought I saw her outside.
Oh, everybody's outside. The only person upstairs is Tom.
Like I was saying, it takes an entire crew to be fully in on a project for it to be honestly effective in the way that Cosmo was. Just the people working on set in every single department were so also just having so much fun with it, because me and Jackson have always never kind of been the directors that will like be like, this is what, like, we go to the art department, we're like, this is what we want and this is what we want. No, we love the idea to collaborate with every single department and have them be able to just explore and play. Like, just, I don't know, just like go out and play and also be creative and also have a say in what they're doing, because what they're doing matters so much, because we can direct, but a film is not done or can't even be made unless every single department is doing their job. So to give the ability for all those people to just have fun, play, be creative, let's send ideas back and forth. This is what I'm looking for. That's what makes a film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you, Tyler? Thomas. I'm losing my head.
Doing good.
dripping.
Here.
Crazy. Okay.
All right. Here we go. And action. Okay. All right. Good. Next is the shake.
Yep. And we're just gonna get
I need to see you
him
do this.
shaking the
I need to
camera.
see you do
with
this.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Was the movie everything that you envisioned? I can confidently say, yeah. Like, on that set, I had the biggest smile on my face because it was exactly what we were envisioning in pre-production. And that is such an honor to be able to say that exactly how we... That's such an honor to be able to say that exactly how we envisioned that movie is how it played out. And going into the edit too is
Right.
it's just
Yeah.
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 Oh, you're doing your interview now?
Yeah, and this is the hardest part. This is the hardest part of the entire documentary right here.
What?
Just doing this. So for shooting behind the scenes footage, I obviously needed a very lightweight kit to accommodate for shooting stuff on the fly. My kit consists of an EOS 250D camera and this Rode video mic mounted on top. The biggest issue I faced doing behind the scenes work is battery power. My camera runs for about 2 hours on max battery life, and unfortunately, I thought the same would be true for my boom mic as well. This will be important later. This led to a decision-making nightmare on set where I determined whether or not there was enough action on set to charge the battery or keep rolling. Any given set, especially those with large crews like these, is a sea of second-to-second conversations that could be dictating the most important decisions of each day. So when you're recording behind the scenes footage and you have the responsibility of capturing all the things in all the places all the time, things can get a little overwhelming. Then there's the problem of lighting on set, because while everything is perfectly lit for the scene shot in the movie, the same can't be said behind the scenes. This is why I invested in a headlamp light for the next film, which solved the issue with mixed success. But let's take things back a moment and talk about the batteries again. I did not have a charger for the boom mic, and erring on the side of caution, decided to disable it when I was charging my camera batteries. The issue, of course, is that sometimes I would forget to re-enable the Rode video mic, and this is why some clips are just without audio. As it turns out, the Rode video mic has a battery life of literally 100 hours, so go figure. Then there's working with handheld camera movements, which fortunately I was able to improve on with each set. My advice would be that you worry less about the stability of each shot and worry more about your positioning. For documentary filmmaking, as long as you're in the right position, there's going to be enough clarity in your image that less than perfect stability isn't going to ruin it. Another thing you can try is using a wide-angle lens. I shot almost this entire documentary using just a 24mm, and it gave me a lot of room to work with when it came to positioning and framing shots. And the last thing is, don't be afraid to put the camera in people's faces. You're going to have to anyway to get good audio, so you better get used to it. As long as you make sure the subject is comfortable with you filming them and you try to stay out of the way as much as possible, everything should be fine. Alright, enough said here. Let's move on to the next film, Cycle of Greed.
I'll slowly walk up and then like. Yeah. Okay. We might want to get like really close actually. Wait. What about like?
Nice low shot there.
Oh my gosh.
Don't move.
Yeah. I was like, that's a wild shot. I'm about to see. So I think the first key moment was when I was a kid. I got some Lego sets for Christmas, and I also got like a little camcorder, and I used to make stop motion videos, and then I kind of branched off of that into filming a bunch of stuff just with my brother and my other family members. And I think that was kind of what got me into film, which is kind of filming from childhood, pretty much.
Even the overalls, the Carhartt, I thrifted it for 25.
Hey everyone, can I have a moment? I just want to say real quick, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night to start shooting today. It's going to be a really fun time. We got a lot to do, but at the same time, you all are super talented, and I know that we're going to get a lot of stuff done, and we're going to have fun. We're just here to make a movie. So, but before we get started, I just want to go around real quick. Everybody just say your name and then what position you are. So, I'm Tyler, I'm the director.
I'm Riley, I'm first AD.
Grant, second AD.
Andrea, production designer. Matt, production designer.
Trey, actor.
I'm Abby, I'm an actor.
I'm Colin, an actor.
I'm Megan, costume designer.
I'm Aiden, script supervisor. I'm Hayden, DP.
I'm Riley, I'm a producer.
I'm Bowen, mentor.
I'm Andrew, editor. I'm Logan, I'm a producer.
I'm Benny, I'm the camera operator. That's David. Guess what he's doing.
Practical effects.
Exactly. I'm Jake, I'm Gaffer.
I'm Tony, I'm a grip.
Jalen, I'm boom up.
Caleb, I'm a grip.
Oh.
I'm Drew, I'm sound recordist. I interrupted what you're doing, sorry.
I'm Hadley, I'm the second AC in charge of the slate.
And then this is Thomas, our behind the scenes videographer. About my sophomore year of high school, I was in the AV video class, and Rockville High School was just being built at that time, and they needed somebody to build a documentary and a promotional video for the high school. And I was recommended for it, so I got to go freelance pretty much, and I made, over that summer before the school got done, I got to talk to a bunch of old alumni, and kind of like they got to talk about their experiences at the old Rockville High School, and then I also got to go and interview the football team, the cheerleading team, and the band, and I kind of got some stuff for them. So actually, you might want to move.
I was just, that
Colin's
was
gonna
just
be
in my brain.
so Colin's going to be laying down right here, and then we're gonna do dolly zoom on him from here.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. So we'll move the
Yes, you heard dolly zoom.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Our kid over here.
This is almost as exciting as
further
the split
towards
diopter view.
the tree. We're just gonna get out of the way.
Okay.
Our shot is gonna be next to that grave over there.
It'll be on the side.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and like move the moonlight kind of like closer towards from there, probably to if distance can reach, like somewhere around. C-Stand can go like somewhere over here for the flag. Just move that over here somewhere. Oh yeah. Hi. There we go.
Oh, that agree.
Boy, this is full of a whole bunch of sticks and stuff.
Yep, that is the plan.
No one said that these were high quality graves they were robbing. They just said that they were graves.
They're supposed to be like old and in the middle of nowhere.
You know, and we're in black and white and we're filming at night. The leaves are deceptive.
Yeah, it's filler.
I'm sure it's gonna
look good. Rice Krispie treats. They put leaves in the grave dirt.
What? What? You know what?
Some things are better left unknown.
Thank you so much for the link. You know what? He's got to be the hardest thing to scoop in the whole world, actually.
Yeah, there's too many sticks and brambles holding them together.
Okay, is that good? Or do we want to fill it? Fill her up. We're making a mound.
Okay, we just have to remember what is here and what is not here.
Oh, the brambles, you're right.
It's not that it's like growing together, it's just there's a whole bunch of junk.
I watched Nosferatu, the original one, for my international cinema class with my brother, and I think the really funny thing is that we both had two different reactions. I kind of found the film I found it very artistic. I really liked it, and then my brother was kind of laughing at it because, as someone who doesn't really like study film and look into film like that, he kind of just saw it as like a really campy horror film. So I think the original idea was pretty much, I wanted to do something like that where it was both campy, but it also exuded the feel of horror, but it was in the style of a 1920s horror film.
Only bad thing about this is that it's going to take about 5-10 minutes to dry, which is time we don't really have at the moment. But while that's happening, I'll be able to go inside and apply the actual makeup to the actor, which originally there was going to be a lot more makeup to be done, but kind of changed at the last minute, and that's fine. That's what filmmaking is. It's going with the flow, dealing with things as they happen, and then saying I meant to do that from the beginning in the behind the scenes documentary or whatever.
We have sort of jerry-rigged this necklace with gaff tape right here to make it nice and long.
Just so that they can still rip it off, I'm guessing.
Yes, well, what we're going to do is right before the tape really ripped it off, me and Matt are going to come through it and we're going to take the tape off.
Okay.
And then we're just going to have them yank it like they're yanking, but they're not, you know?
Sounds good.
Yeah, okay. No,
I was about to say, imagine. Okay, is there
Yeah, no, I'm like one of like the biggest like Jurassic like
Is it uncomfortable?
dinosaur fans.
I love dinosaurs. Don't give me Jurassic Park is one of my favorite. That's why I hate Jurassic World so much.
No, okay, Jurassic Park is boring, Jurassic World is beautiful.
Yeah, all right, I can agree with that. I think.
video.
Looks like you kind of got a mullet now.
That's sick.
I guess you died in the. Yeah, you died in the 80s. It's fine. That works.
The 1780s.
The 1780s. Yeah. They say that like history repeats itself. Well,
yeah, fashion repeats itself.
Yeah.
40 years.
In the 1780s, we looked like how we looked in the.
They did not wear those like under those wigs they wore. The like white wig, like the powder wigs.
They just had the most rockin' mullets.
Yeah. 80s like rockstar mullets.
Yes, I'm thinking like Dee Snider, like Twisted Sister. Like just the craziest shit. Is he doing this?
So I had a few people that I was already locked into. There were some people in class that I already thought about, and then after that, I had worked on the Film Guild project Residence, and there were quite a few people from that project that I was very interested in, specifically the production department. I reached out to them, and then I also reached out to the gaffer of that project, Jake.
The two big ones are you using right now?
System 4.
I really
Save the 120 for right now.
It's either good or bad. I would say it's usable.
Keep that newer over there. Grab the one that's farthest away and bring it over. Actually, yeah, no, that's good. Keep doing. Sorry.
Oh, my handwriting is eligible.
Gotta really pronounce the T's and the P's.
So, because we already got like the look that we have here. Oh, you're doing great, by the way.
It's not
as like a dead man. So you're gonna snatch.
Oh, I forgot to say look what we have here. Damn it.
You said something like that, didn't you?
Yeah, I said hoo-hoo.
That's fine.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a close up of you. So you're gonna like hold it, and then you're gonna say, "This is what I was hoping for, to find a pretty little penny," and that's all. We're just gonna do that line, like you holding it and you doing that line. Should we have them move over to the other side?
I don't know. ADR is sounding really nice.
I also would like some good audio for reference.
No, I know.
Do you think we should have them move over to the other side? Or do you think the shadow's going to be there regardless?
I think shadow will be there like even more if we did it like from that angle. We could get away with like moving the camera probably like I know I'm messing with.
I needed someone for makeup because that was one of the most crucial elements of the film was the practical effects, and someone recommended David, so I reached out to David.
The fake one for hitting, or not the fake one, the one that's not going to kill Colin.
Did you need shots while I was gone?
Yeah,
yes.
One.
Oh no.
So, I mean, honestly, you don't have to do anything too crazy
as good
because
as me.
but just I'm thinking maybe some blood.
Way more trash.
And that's it.
Okay.
Real quick, hey Megan, can you come here real quick, please?
Probably so. We had a great
Real quick.
What's up?
So we have 2 shots left with Abby until she's gonna like get some makeup on and maybe some blood. Do you want to be in there because we don't want to ruin the dress for tomorrow? Would you be fine having her in there so we don't make sure the dress is kind of intact? And you can work with him.
Good night.
I just need her kind of a little bloodied up on the face.
When you say she gets like maimed, what do you mean by that?
I mean it's off screen. I'd said maimed, but he just kills her off screen.
Okay.
So
like
we don't really have like any extra clothing to where we can actually tear it up, but it's gonna be all facial stuff.
Okay.
And maybe on the hands too.
Okay.
All right.
I can work it out where it's like messy, but not torn up.
Does that work for you too?
Yeah, I can do
So
that.
we got 2 more shots with Beatrice or with Abby, and then she'll need to go into makeup. So let's get this next shot planned out real quick. So the next shot is
Should I keep drawing? Alright.
Give me a second real quick.
Okay, hold on. Before we actually add the fake blood, I forgot one pretty crucial step. So I'm gonna wipe this off real quick.
Is the zombie retired?
Thank you.
You all done?
I'm done, dude.
Woohoo! Good job! Go Colin!
You killed it being dead.
Thank you. I don't want to break this strap.
You want me to?
You already have one, huh?
So I can like kneel down a little bit. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Close your eyes real
alright.
quick, just so this gets
so much nice things.
Oh wait, I need to be out there. She just go out there. I probably need to go out there too.
Oh, wow.
No.
Looks really good.
I started to reach for the door, but luckily.
So Oakland's wasn't really my original intention. There was a field that I originally wanted to use, but it couldn't fall through because we weren't allowed to buy the city to use it, and I wasn't going to guerrilla the film. But my mom worked at Oakland's Mansion, so she already had an inside connection with the curator. So I got his number, and I messaged him, and I was like, hey, would there be any way I could film, I could use this part of the mansion? And he was like, yeah, I'll let you use it for a cheaper cost. So I paid about, I think it was anywhere from $100 to $200 on the location. So I got a really good deal for the 2-day shoot that we were doing.
Babes and chicks, because
okay.
you have, you have a difference.
That's a good question. Are you criticizing the questions?
Oh no. Sometimes he likes to go babe hunting.
I just think it sounds funny to say.
He's a chick man, you guys.
What can I say? No,
You see, a babe is like a baby, and then a chick is like a chicken.
Yeah.
Am I close?
Okay, you're not wrong.
Right?
You're getting there.
Okay.
I just kind of do whatever the group, like how it just kind of is easier to say. Like,
What does it mean? What do you mean?
Aren't they both easy to say?
Yeah, they're both 4-letter words.
no, I've never, no.
Oh, I say ho.
He got real serious. He's like, I would never.
Oh, I say ho a lot. Ho is such a funny word. Like,
It is.
It is really funny.
Bitches and hoes.
I love I just love throwing around like bitch and hoe, just in like random sentences. It's so funny.
It is a funny word to say. I'm sorry.
Like if you're losing an argument and like you want to like get someone's attention, you say, okay, bitch, please. It works.
Bitch, calm down. Stop being a hoe. And they're just like, they're hooked.
Like, can you stop? Like whenever
You're gonna want to censor that.
Whenever I'm talking, whenever me and Tom.
This entire conversation is like, beep,
To me, it's just easier to compose that way. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. If you put it on one side when you go into post, you'll have to slide every shot over a little bit, or well, no, that's not true. Yeah, you would, because you're going to want to end up pillar boxing it in the center. Pillar boxing meaning putting a line there and putting a line there in post. So yeah, I think you should put it on both sides.
I got you.
All right.
And turn it off.
Hold so this power button on the side. Just hold that down next time.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get these locked in. Burp, 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 do.
Do we just switch the lenses?
Yeah, we're taking the lenses off real quick.
I mean, will we put this one on here so it'll guard it?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Will it fit?
I believe so. Should. Okay, ready. Ready, doctor, this surgical operation. You know what? Wait, actually, because I should probably take
I
this
got behind the scenes footage. Can you take me behind the scenes?
Next level. Okay. So now that we got this off, let's take. All right, let's do it.
It's already twisted. I just had to lift it up.
All right. Go for it. Switch it off. Hand off. Hand off.
My gentle boom.
Yeah. You're gonna walk in from here. There we go. Yep. All right. Bueno. Beautiful. Beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. All right. Let's get this mounted back on. Okay. Let's see. Go and double check where we're at. Just getting set up because they're needing this camera. See, that's the worst part about like having to get this gimbal set up while we're actively trying to get shots set up, is that they need this camera. It's back. So I'm trying to work back. I'm trying to work in the fastest amount of time that I can, giving enough. Okay, word. We can actually bounce this.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of looked at the script, and they kind of had their characters already figured out to begin with before set. So when we got there, we kind of did some rehearsals with them. And then when we actually started rolling, they were pretty much just in character. I mean, they did really well. When it comes to the zombie stuff with Colin, he killed it. There was some direction on kind of how I thought that maybe he should move and how he should stand, because the zombie he's a big lumbering creature. So I kind of wanted him to have that feeling, and I think like he nailed it with that.
Recording.
Nice light.
This is Cycle of Greed, Scene 4, Grass, Take 2, MOS.
Action.
Speeding.
Camera ready?
Up. Right there.
Okay.
Recording.
Slight.
This is the Cycle of Greed, Scene 4, Dog, Take 1, Soft Sticks.
Action.
See this right here? This is what I was hoping to find. A pretty little ending. I messed up my line, sorry.
Just reset.
Yeah. You see this right here? This is what I was hoping to find. Pretty little alien that'll sell for a pretty little penny, if I tell you that for sure.
Cut. Let's do one more.
Okay, one more.
Tyler, do we want to like coming up as an action so we can edit the edited pieces?
How's the audio on that?
Robin,
it's good.
Okay.
Yes, the very ending is completely different than what was storyboarded because of the fact that the fog machine didn't work last second. And because of that, we had to change the entire layout of how that scene was shot. So that was probably the biggest change from pre-production to production.
Those last two scenes we just took just to see if they look okay to you, because I think they look fine, but I wanted your opinion.
That was Abby's last scene, right? Until
Yes,
makeup.
Until makeup.
Just two things real quick. Essentially, we can either film over here and you guys can like have him walking off like into the street, or we can go ahead and try to do the kitchen and like try to do it, have him walk off in the forest.
I want to try and do the kitchen.
Okay.
And Lincoln through the forest.
Okay.
I trust you.
Okay.
Riley.
Saying we're moving on.
So we're moving on because we need to get this. We're gonna combine 4 AE and 4 AG together. So he's gonna bend down, pick up the pendant. He's gonna stare at Henry, and walk back to his grade, and the fog's gonna like engulf him.
Okay.
And then after that, we're gonna do fog machine clears. We're gonna do a quick close up of him picking the pendant up.
Okay.
And then we can get to Abby.
So we send her back inside for
Send,
makeup.
yeah. So send her inside for makeup.
And then
Let's
moving
get-
on to 4G, 4AG.
4 AG. Let's go and do that. So
We're gonna move quick. So.
no. And David has. Are you?
All right, we gotta work that.
So
pull up the car to take out trash, and she was walking up back and then.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, my allergies kill me, but doing good. So,
You what?
I said we're doing good today. So we've got like 6 more shots total.
Okay.
So we're gonna be a little over, slightly over, but
okay.
yeah, we're gonna get set up quickly while David. Did you want to help David with?
Yeah, I would love to.
Hey David, is it cool if she helps you on makeup?
Yeah, of course. Real quick. Wait, before you go, what part of her are we gonna be seeing?
Abby?
Yeah.
Specifically, face and maybe the hands.
Okay.
You'll see. I mean, you'll see her. You'll see her entire like body. I'm just
But
like.
there's no blood that we can't do any blood on her.
That's no. Yeah,
Alright.
unless it can come off.
It can.
It can.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to Megan, and then if it's like a thing where y'all are questioning it, come back to me about it.
Got it. On a chair.
Oh, did this whole thing work?
Yeah.
No.
Well, not the entire thing, but like
If he
the
holds
pin.
it, that's not
the
right.
pin of
If
it
he
came.
holds it like this, when he grabs it, because he's gonna be like,
I said that.
I mean, I definitely wish I'd gotten the ending that I wanted to if that fog machine had worked. So that's really like the one big thing that I really wish could have happened. But besides that, I wish there were a couple insert shots that we were able to get, but it was just one of those things where due to time, because we reserved the location for about 5 or 6 hours, so we really didn't have a lot of time for both days in contract to do everything. So there were some insert shots I wish we could have gotten, but I think overall the final product still looks really good even without those shots. It was just good to have extra stuff.
okay, this is a cycle of Greed Scene 5, Ball, Take 1, MOS.
If she is Hadley, keep going out. If you keep going. We good? Yep. Action. Let's reset and do that a couple more times.
Back there.
People need to stay in or out of the house because you can see them.
All right. You ready for take 2? A lot of the people, this was their first time doing specific roles, so it was one of those things where everyone was having to kind of adapt to that role. But I think everybody really nailed it with that.
I'll let you get the right stuff you need, you know, the piece of resistance right here, like the amazing shots that you need, just amazing. Like, I don't know, just something like, you know, you don't want to be, you know, camera stuck on some stupid script supervisor. You don't want that.
I took a lot from Cosmo. Watching Jackson and Brighton direct, I think, was a really great experience because it was the closest thing, I think, to a professional film set. So I kind of got to watch how they interacted with the actors, how they interacted with the rest of the crew, and I kind of tried to take that and I took what I saw from them and I tried to implement it into my own directing style as well, and I made it kind of something unique.
Why'd you do that?
What?
Why'd you make me look like that?
In the film? Yes, in the film! Oh, shit.
There's a lot of talk of killing your darlings in filmmaking. Think cutting scenes to meet a deadline or improve narrative cohesion. This is especially true of documentary filmmaking, which will give you enough darlings to fill an entire orphanage. To give you an idea of just how much footage I had to cut for this documentary, on an 8-hour shoot day, I would leave with an average of 200 clips. Of those 200, half would be unusable due to a lack of a clear subject. These are moments on set where I think something interesting is happening, so I pull up the camera, but nothing really happens at all, so throw it out. Of the 100 clips remaining, half of those would also be unusable due to either poor lighting, poor sound, or a combination of both. This variable is the one I was actually able to reduce with experience, so for the last film, I have the best material to work with. And of the 50 clips left, half of that would also need to be discarded because there's just no way to narratively coalesce them together. So of the 200 clips I walked away with on set, only 25 could be used in editing for the purposes of making a documentary. And it's here that I want to talk about the specifics of this genre. A documentary, but especially observational documentary, is an inversion of the narrative film process. In narrative film, you are shooting material based on a script. There is a set beginning, middle, and end that you can rely on. In documentary film, you are essentially making a narrative based on material. What you get is what you get, and what you get may not be immediately compelling. This, first of all, is why you should always be open to interviews, which will fill in the gaps between footage. Second, unless you want to make it a point to be objective with your documentary, which, good luck, you're gonna have to bend the footage to fit the message that you want to send. If this means making something or someone look better or worse than they are in reality, it's what you have to do to make a compelling story. If you want grit in your documentary, you put in all the clips of your subject swearing like a goddamn motherfucking sailor, even if they only curse when they're mad. And if you want squeaky clean in your documentary, then just even if your subject loves cursing.
Bitch.
It's really that simple. Now, I'm of the belief that if you have enough footage and enough ingenuity, you can make any subject compelling. You just need to stretch for truth a little bit. Now, I hope you enjoy this next film, Who Stole Baby Jesus? And remember, there's no such thing as objective editing.
Throw all these on charge and then we'll have them for
Appreciate that.
These aren't in shots.
You want to see the lobster? We just got it from a local seafood spot. I went in and asked if I could buy a living lobster, and they were like, oh yeah, of course, when are you gonna cook it?
I don't want to be a bad first AD, but we do have time if you want more coverage on scene 1.
For what? I asked Jared. I think it's fine.
Okay.
The only one I might have wanted was a fist clenching, but I don't think we really need that.
Yeah, so this is going to be very similar blocking. The only difference is
Look at his little feet, that's crazy.
Lobster handler.
Yo.
Hideous. Do you want to cut the things?
So what do you think about thinking, everybody?
A local seafood spot.
Do you want?
Should we cut the bands?
He's like the most
As a first AD,
As a first AD, I think the first AD has to do it. With your fingers.
I would do it.
my gosh,
I would do
wish
it.
I had my phone on
Is
me
anyone
right now.
touching the ham?
You can't
the
really
lobster?
see it.
Crazy.
No one's gonna touch it.
Can you see the bands in the shot?
no.
Will there be a shot where you can see the bands?
Yeah.
So we should get rid of
We'll hold off on it.
We should get rid of the bands.
Right now?
Yeah, because it was continuity error.
I'll say as long as you grab it from the back.
I will.
You can't.
Do we have like scissors or something?
You need to get a picture.
I think you can just slide them off.
Got a pocket knife.
With all the things around it.
We could just slide it off.
I'll say the rubber bands.
I'm just gonna slide them off.
Okay.
Do it. Slide them off.
Oh my god.
Release the beast. Release the kraken.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so scary.
Be gentle. Watch your fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Aww. It's a good split.
Alright, now prepare me a side of butter. I'm ready.
No.
Alright.
Oh, he immediately opened them claws.
Who's
He
eating
said,
that
party
after
time.
I want to dap him up so bad.
Yeah, I'd say my whole life I've been playing around with video cameras, and I think around high school, some in middle school, I started filming with my friends, doing little mini productions, and I just think over time, especially in high school, I got really into it, and then joined a club in high school, and we got to use Blackmagic cameras, and I thought that was really cool. So over time, it's just been using better and better equipment and telling funnier stories and all that. So.
Okay. No, it makes you like a brick in house.
We can't charge inside, but I know Jared's got a power bank over there by the manger. What are you thinking?
We've got an issue where we've got to record directly to this Tascam unit and record, and having them go back. Like, I'm not going to be able to hit record from there. I'm going to have to try to hit it on this individually. Like, it's going to be a nightmare. Either that, or it's going to be recording throughout the whole thing. Pretty much, it's not my.
Could we just do it for this first scene?
We can.
And if you need extra media, I can get you an SD card for that. Do this take mini ones though?
I think so. I don't know.
Is there one in there already?
Okay.
Yeah, micro SD. Takes micro SD.
I didn't know.
They said they'll leave about 10 to 15 minutes, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer.
What happened?
Oh, I'm just telling them that they said they were going to leave in the next like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I have to wait a little bit longer.
I'd say we just do that for the first.
Like, I don't know how to use this thing, so your results on with this one may vary.
Okay.
Square.
You put the card in here?
Yep.
Okay. Hold it like that. Recording. Like that. Should stop recording. Oh wait, no, hold on. It'll give you two different tracks. It'll give you a louder track. It'll give you a quieter track.
Yo, PSA, make sure you check your equipment before you go on to the film set. Yeah. PSA.
How you doing, Thomas? I've been going to church my whole life, so it stemmed from seeing preachers on stage every Sunday, and then as I feel like as I went into college, I had a preacher who him and his wife divorced, and then there was another person in the church who he had a scandal and stuff, and it was kind of like a theme of kind of hypocrisy from teaching, and I thought that was really funny and interesting. So on the bigger story, that's something I wanted to explore.
You stand, Natasha stands, says her line. Rodney stands, says his line.
And
All right.
also, just look straight forward.
Me look straight forward.
You won't turn.
So who stands first?
I stand first. I say my
That
line.
was on purpose.
Just make sure you're standing before you say your line.
Oh, first stand again so I can find my mark.
And you're angry, Rodney.
Rodney, you're
Livid.
It is right. Action.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna call the police and have them find whatever miscreant did this and have them arrested. That's what we're gonna do.
All right, if I can have y'all crouch again, we're gonna do it again.
That was good. Stand straight up. Just a little bit. But that was good. I'm gonna stay recording.
Yeah, everyone stay recording. And then I'll call action when it gets a little quieter. Slate.
We stole baby Jesus. Scene 1, shot 4, take 2.
Action.
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna call the police and have them find whatever miscreant did this and have them arrested. That's what we're gonna
That's a different plane, at least.
So that whole shot was
All right.
unusable?
Action.
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? We're gonna call the police and have them find whatever miscreant did this and have them arrested. That's what we're gonna do.
Booming shot?
Okay, word.
I mean, cut. That was great. I saw a Wikipedia article about baby Jesus stealings and how it's a yearly tradition among teenagers and how churches have always tried to find these weird ways to make sure the baby Jesus didn't get stolen. And then I thought it would be really funny if someone stole a baby Jesus and replaced it with a lobster.
Well, as for baby Jay, that happens every year. As for the lobster, very creative.
How's audio?
That was good.
Yeah? He sounds good?
I think so.
Let's do one more and then we're done. Capture that scene and kind of have a juxtaposition between a preacher and a cop struggling with that issue. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, okay.
Waterboard that.
Waterboard that lobster. That lobster.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm grabbing hold of the bottom glove.
Yeah.
Is it time to euthanize old Jesus?
No.
Yes, euthanize his ass.
Grant, how dare you, dude?
Just a quick little
dare
hammer
I?
to
You
the
said
head.
it was a wrap on a live, Chris. Or on a live.
Doing that, you get blacklisted on any Disney
Yeah,
set.
I got some. Your house isn't too far. I got a stove.
Peter won't take it lightly.
I love the OG.
All right, watch out. He's
traveling.
claws out too.
Yo, he's so cute though.
Jesus 1 is traveling.
Oh.
Points.
Points. You got Jesus 1 landed.
Wrap him up in his little blanket and let's box him up.
Blanket. Holy shit.
We're just gonna
You have a tank for him?
move around him. I'll get one.
You said I got a bathtub.
I got a bathtub.
And a sink. Yeah.
You gonna take care of Jesus?
Jesus is probably not gonna live for much longer.
He will never die.
Oh wow! You're gonna keep him as a
He'll
pet?
actually die in 3 days. He'll raise.
No.
And then
raised from the grave.
He'll be like
and then
sleeping.
die for all of LobsterCon.
He'll be sleeping and his whole house will start shaking.
The locations was the hardest. I don't want to say the hardest part. I feel like it was a bunch of hard parts put together, but it was definitely a hard thing to do. Raiders for Christ was easy because I already knew the campus minister there, so I was able to, and I'm friends with the guy, so I was able to talk with him and just tell him what we were doing, and he was fine with however long and when we were going to be there.
All right, I think we're ready for Rodney.
All right, Rodney, we're ready for you.
Who?
Rodney. And we don't need audio.
As I dance with my camera here.
Dance, dance, dance.
I don't think we need
No audio? All right. Well, actually, no audio.
No
Sorry.
audio.
Sorry.
No audio yet. Keep you on standby. Abby, do need you.
We always switch with Thomas's.
Hey, get that behind the scenes footage, Matt. You need some.
Yeah. With the churches, I think I sent out about 15 to 20 emails, just like every church in the area that had a look that I wanted, kind of like an old small church. Reaching out to them, and I got a lot of rejections. A lot of people didn't even respond, and then I would call them, and then they'd reject me there. But then we got one church that did accept us, and that was the one we shot at, and that was great. Action.
So that's it?
Yep. Not much more we can do now to fill out a police report.
What about fingerprints, DNA, stuff like that?
No, I have time for all that.
Okay, when he gets up.
Yeah, I'm not sure my brain processed that a lot slower than my hands.
Let's go back to 1.
Well, what about fingerprints, DNA?
Stuff like that.
No, we don't have time for all that.
Cut.
Yeah.
Let's get the focus.
Do you want another one of that?
Setting up.
Do what?
Do you want another one?
I don't think so, no. I think we're good.
I like your acting a lot in that film.
Sound is solid over here.
It was really fun getting to assemble the cast, and there was a lot of people I've worked with previous or were just friends with, and then I had worked on some movie making projects before that. So there were people I saw working on that I thought were really good and carried them over to this project. One thing I really liked is my DP was an alumni, and then my first AC was like, he just got out of Single Cam 2, or I think he's still in Single Cam 2. So I think it's pretty neat to have someone kind of older than you that you can learn from, but also someone younger that you can kind of mentor to and learn along with. So.
Listen, kid, there's a lot going on in this town that you don't know the half of. The department does not have the time nor the resources to help you find who stole your plastic baby doll. You want to hear my advice?
Sure.
I suggest you get a new baby Jesus, and this time you nail him to that manger.
Cut.
We cook.
That was good.
Let's do it one more time.
Audio?
Good. Jared, where are you at? What do you mean? Oh, two. That was fine. Okay. That was perfect.
As long as I get him close.
Yeah.
A little bit of the tree in the back. I like it. I like that a lot. Ben, you like that?
It's fine. We'll go with it.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
It's 80%.
I'd say 85. Okay. Camera. Audio.
Speeding.
Slate.
Who Stole Baby Jesus? Scene 4, shot 9, take 1.
Hold the focus. Ready.
Action.
Much obliged, Pastor.
Alright, cut.
Have a good day, officer.
Much obliged, Pastor.
Cut. I like that a lot. You didn't like that. Okay.
Is it? Are you gonna cut around the fact that he shuts the door and then he opens it, or the door's shut and then he opens it and now it's just open? Sorry, I don't want to.
I get what you're saying. No, yeah, it's fine.
Ryan, how close were you, if you could put the mic up to Trevor, how close were you with that when he says, "Have a good day, officer"?
I didn't know where he was stopping, but I can get closer.
He's stopping. I mean, it was peaking.
Yeah, I was looking up and then I wasn't looking down, and he'd already stopped. Yeah, but I wasn't.
Just as long as it's like I know where you're at, so you're peeking. No, he was peeking there.
Oh, so it's further.
So yeah, just a bit. So just a bit further out there.
Okay, I thought closer.
Everyone positions.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to yell that.
Yeah.
I
was kind of fun though.
It was good.
I'll go a little further.
Hey Caleb, we forgot to tail slate that one.
We did.
Yeah.
We're gonna tail slate this one.
Cool.
So just, I'm gonna point to you and you go in. Okay. Jared, we're gonna tail slate this one, by the way. Okay. So for the actors and actresses, I knew I wanted to get not college kids in front of the screen, and that took. I have an acting professor, and I talked to him, and he recommended some Facebook groups, and I went onto them and did kind of a casting call and got people through that. So that was really fun. So you walk a little bit and then say, "Have a nice day, officer."
Have a nice day, officer. Or
I like that. Maybe a little.
you said you want me to do it with clenched teeth or not clenched teeth?
Not yet. And I want to be a little louder because he's leaving. It's kind of like a call out to him.
Do you want me to go switch it out?
No, we don't have time.
Have a nice day, officer.
Like that. Mad.
Have a nice day, officer.
Yeah. try one and like, I don't want to say yell to like where it alarms people. Just be like, "Have a nice day, officer," like that, right?
Have a nice day, officer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Those are good.
Jared, can you see this?
Well, the 30-minute pilot script did win an award at the Georgia Comedy Film Festival, and I went over to Atlanta in August and received that award. And that was pretty cool. That was the first film competition I've been to at that scale, and it was pretty neat, really cool experience.
Cut.
Once he opens the door a certain amount, you can tell there's just a green wall there, so you just have to make sure you cut before he opens the door too wide. Which is why we held.
We're just gonna cut on
Which is why we held on Rodney for a second.
Yep.
All right, cool. Lunch.
Cool. Yep, lunchtime, y'all. If you want to grab a sandwich, they're in the kitchen. I'm gonna get Drew. It's lunch.
Let's go.
I love writing a lot, and I think writing is a lot easier than filming a short film. So going forward, I definitely want to write out the whole series that I've been thinking about. As for the pilot episode, that was originally my plan for Capstone, and it still kind of is, but I learned a lot about just how much time it takes. I spent a whole weekend planning this and got about 4 minutes of footage. So you think of a pilot, that's about 35 minutes. That's gonna be a lot of work, but I think if you plan everything, and yeah, I think with planning, it'll come together pretty well. But yeah.
Yes.
It's a good donut.
My friends, I address you all tonight as you truly are. Wizards, mermaids, travelers, adventurers, magicians. Come and dream with me.
Boom.
I mean,
it's not much different.
well, hold on, actually.
Boom. Feed the chicken.
You want me to stand here?
Hey, everybody.